Cheat on the news.
You are the boss. There it is. Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah. Good morning and welcome to episode 1125 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, January 17th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. I've got all the biggest news out of Europe and America in the cup of coffee in the big time.
Wow.
Some major headlines in there. You guys get ready because
Hell yeah.
stuff's happening all over the globe. Mark has a sad but important family story out of Utah on deck.
Yeah, sometimes you got to, honor some people and stuff. So we'll do like a little, sad story. But we'll get
Okay, but you got the news comes in all flavors.
That's
You
right.
got to cover all of them, right? So
By the way, after you mentioned I hadn't seen it, and I'm a sick fuck, so I sought it out. That Nepal plane crash shit.
Oh, my
Jesus
goodness.
Christ!
Did you watch it? I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch the end, but
yeah, they're like untangling crisp bodies.
Oh, come on.
it's insane.
Oh,
Yeah, Wes, that's a rough one. So
it's a rough one.
That's out there on the internet. There's more rough videos that are out there on the internet that we won't be playing today, but we'll discuss them a little bit, let you know about
This
them.
isn't
And Wes,
Obrish.com. This isn't
right?
Good Lord.
Try to
Faces
keep it
of
light.
Death. Yeah.
Comedy news daily
Yeah.
show, right?
Right. That's right. Well,
Not- Okay. And Wes has a what not to do with your coin collection and Mecca for the world's biggest losers to close this show out today.
That's right. Losers is a tough word, but desperate men, I would say for sure.
Okay.
so these
Very
guys,
desperate.
These guys do like a pilgrimage to this place. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they do.
Basically.
Their
Is it the
last
thing
resort.
behind you? I think
Like
it
a
is
sex
probably
toy?
youtube.com/hardfactor news. You can see Wes's background. And weirdly, we're all Cowboys fans as we tape this one show only. We will all be Cowboys fans because
Why is that? Yeah.
Why is that? Because if you are in the patreon.com/hardfactor, send in the card tier juiced up wheel parlay every week. We spin the wheel to pick the parlay every week. And wouldn't you know it, the wheel got hot just in time for playoffs. And so if the Cowboys win, we all collect a nice little payday.
That's right.
as
We
Hard
went
Factor
2 6-way
patrons.
parlays. One of them was juice, so it's only like $400. The other one's like $2,400. So that's a nice little. That'll be our first 2 cashes of the season. So we're rooting for the Cowboys to win by more than 2,
Right.
and then they can lose by less than 4 in the juiced wheel. But if they do lose and we blow it, at least the Cowboys lost. So,
Right. No,
yeah.
we're all winners. That's the best
Right.
part about this. As a
Yeah.
lifelong Cowboys hater,
Right.
I'm so happy that
Sitting pretty.
that everything is riding on the Cowboys for so many people. This is great.
I also made the joke that we're going with like I would say arguably the biggest choke artist team in the playoffs in the past, our generation versus Tom Brady.
Right. Well, until Kirk Cousins went to the Vikings. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Romo with the Des Bryant, not a catch, the fumble a lot. Like the Dax had a horrible playoff
It's pretty
career.
tough, yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Versus Tom Brady, who has won the Super Bowl every other year since
They're
2015.
due. They're due.
Yeah. So, and the Bucks have been pretty hot recently. But, we're all Cowboys fans right now for at least the next couple hours. And speaking of that, sign up for the Hive Hour and Florida Man Friday bonus podcasts and our Discord server, patreon.com/hardfactor. A couple of folks joined the Golden Elbow tier already. They'll get some shout outs on the Hive 5 this Friday. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Pods if you want to hear it during the Hive 5 on Friday's show. Store.hardfactor.com for all the new merch in the comfort tees up to 4XL. So comfortable.
Yeah. And are we gonna bring back, if you sign up for a year, you get some free merch? Is that gonna?
Well, the Golden Elbow is
Gold.
tell
If
me.
you sign up for a year, Golden Elbow, you get absolutely at least a free sweatshirt.
I mean, who knows what we'll do for
Yeah.
But send in the card tier if you sign up for a year, free T-shirt.
Yeah.
You get pretty much whatever you want from us.
Right.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there. We're nice fellas. Come and negotiate with us. All right. Anything else, boys, before we do the news?
I got a quick update on that 7-Eleven guy that hates me because I gave him all those pennies. I went there this morning. He was working, and the guy in front of me paid, and he got to have a great day from that guy. I was right behind him so I heard him wish him a great day. He didn't give me a great day. Nothing.
Because you pay for your coffee.
Come
in
on,
pennies.
you expect great days from the guy after you paid in pennies?
Right.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
think it's
ever
been
happened.
long enough. And now I
don't
pay an
think so.
exact
No,
change. Now I pay
he's
in
never
quarters.
gonna forget
He'll
that.
never forget you.
He'll never forget that. At one time's too many to do. What are you kidding? Just
Look,
get
they were
over it.
begging for change. They were like, "We don't have enough
Oh
change."
yeah, they're
so-
begging for 250
pennies?
pennies. Yeah.
Yeah. It was 161 pennies.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
He can suck
That's
a
insane.
dick.
You're never getting to have a great day. You might get to have a great fucking day from him.
Right.
But you might HAGFD, you know.
We're
it
gonna have
on
to
the
move
next
on from that.
time. Okay, let's do the news.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time. All the trending stories at the time of taping. But first, a fun fact that is also news from Ivan in Texas and Hood Ratchet TV on Instagram. Several Texas high school football players were hospitalized last Friday after they were forced to perform up to 400 push-ups in an hour as punishment by their coach, according to the local reporters there. Rockwall Heath High School head football coach John Harrell is now on leave while a third party conducts an investigation. And the school said in a letter to parents, according to Dallas's Fox News station, that that's what's happening. But the top comment, as most people, take in this story and they see, wow, 400 push-ups in an hour. The top comment on most of these posts, I want my kid to be on that team.
Yeah, they're gonna win. 400 push-ups is a lot, but I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Funny enough, this was the standard punishment on our very good Herndon High wrestling team. It was usually 50 or 100 at a time, but that was just to get let in to a 3-hour practice if you showed up late. And we were really good. So
Yeah. Our soccer team one time got in trouble because a couple kids on the team stole from the concession stand. They stole like candy and hot dogs and shit at an away game, and we got caught. And our coach made us run like sprint like 400s like for like an hour and a half until basically everyone on the team was keeled over and throwing up. And then we all had to like drive home. Like it was our first year of driving. We're like sophomores in high school, like just having thrown up for like an hour, like and almost getting in
you
car
guys
accidents.
may have had
That was tough.
rhabdo, whatever, which these kids got diagnosed with at the hospital. But I think back in our day, it was just like people didn't get in trouble for doing this to kids.
Yeah. The golf team one time we all got in trouble. We had to do an extra hour of putting drills. It was crazy.
No one can leave until you hit 10 in a row.
Golf sounds awesome.
Wow.
You have to push yourself if you want to be good at sports. Push-ups
Yeah.
are one of the best ways. So, Coach
Good
Harrell,
exercise.
we'll see what happens with him. But I don't hate where his head's at. Bonus dog fun fact from Stella in Florida. The Killers, Mr. Brightside, sounds like it was sung by Jerry Seinfeld. I can't play that right now due to copyright, but listen to it, and it's true. You'll never be able to forget that.
Oh, damn.
What are they doing
I like
with
that
this
song too.
sunshine stuff?
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
So next time you hear Mr. Brightside, think about it being sung
Why
by
is
Jerry
he so
Seinfeld.
happy?
It will really sink in. Okay,
What's
now
the deal with that?
I'm coming out of my cage.
it sounds exactly like it. It's crazy. Now over to Europe, guys, where legendary Italian actress and sex symbol Gina Lollobrigida. Gina Lollobrigida, I think that's how you say it. She is hot. There's a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has sadly passed away in Rome at the age of 95. Ripe old age, though, so that's good.
Those are breasts,
Yeah.
Oh,
Like those aren't tits. Those are just breasts.
that's
Yeah.
back in the day.
That's when they had like the triangle shape.
Yeah. Those are
Probably
breasts.
before implants, too. It's all natural. R.I.P. to a legendary Italian hottie. There she is smoking a cig, guys.
Oh yeah.
see that.
All class with that sig too. She's
Oh, yeah. And happy trails to another elderly Italian. This time it's one of the dons of the Cosa Nostra, the crime syndicate, the mafia.
Right.
If you haven't heard of that. Anyways, in Sicily, where they're pretty much headquartered out of, Matteo Messina Denaro. He was finally arrested in Palermo after spending 30 years on the run for multiple high-profile murders and kidnappings. Messina Denaro, a.k.a. his nickname is Diabolique, after some cartoon character. He once boasted that he could, quote-unquote, fill a cemetery with his victims.
fuck, that's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
so
from
diabolical of him. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And for movie fans, he is allegedly the protege of the last Corleone clan Don, who went down in 1993, and that's when De Niro went on the run. Like that's when he had to go into hiding. Was when the Corleone Don, who was like his like predecessor or whatever, got busted. So Sicily hates this guy so much that they sent over 100 military soldiers to capture the old man, and then the whole city was just cheering in the streets, congratulating the cops and police.
Bravi.
Like none of these motherfuckers knew where he was.
I mean, he was hiding. He got cancer, Wes, is what happened. And
He probably had like a face surgery shit.
Right, he had to go in to get cancer treatments to a clinic, and eventually he got outed. Like, hey, you know, Diabolik's coming here to get his. And so you see, like, all the guys they're all wearing ski masks because they don't want it to be killed by the mob.
Right.
For arresting a Don.
Some guy at the pub was bragging about how he could fill a cemetery with the amount of bodies again.
Right.
I think it's Diabolik.
Pretty sure it's him.
Either that or he's pretending to be him. Yeah.
Luckily, it was him, Mark, and that happened on Monday morning. You saw Sicily was very happy about it. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni needing a huge win after the Michael Bay pigeon news from yesterday, because that was tough for her. She traveled to Sicily and thanked the armed forces for their work in detaining, quote, the most important member of the mafia criminal group, unquote, adding, quote, this is a great victory for the state. So Meloni is feeling it. I mean, that's a big bust. This is kind of like... I would say this is kind of equivalent to what Mexico did with El Chapo.
Right.
Oh,
right.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely up there. Well, Costa Nostra's huge, and especially in Sicily, where this asshole's probably been responsible for a ton of car bombings in the street. That, guess what? Like, kill innocent people as well. Like all the time. Like,
you don't even want to hear the worst one. The worst one that he's been basically tied. The big one is Falcone. Apparently, bombed another mob boss and killed him, but. The worst one that's like on the record that he's accused of is kidnapping a 12-year-old boy, keeping him hostage for like multiple years, I think, or at least months, and then dissolving his body in acid.
Yeah, that's
At the end of that.
Diabolik.
Yeah, that's Diabolik for sure.
Like the son of like a rival, or
Probably.
I don't know exactly, but yeah, something like that, Wes. Yeah, they say he's been calling the shots for the Cosa Nostra for
Or
years.
people just thought he was soft and he wanted to get his rep back up.
Yeah, when you're Diabolik, you gotta make some moves to keep people scared. But behind bars, the Italian authorities think that he's gonna maybe spill the beans on everybody, but
Yeah,
I mean, it's
right.
Diabolik.
they'll off him before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a feeling they're not gonna get much out of him. And other Euro news mentions, guys. Andrew Tate had more properties and cars seized by the Romanian government over the weekend as part of their sex trafficking investigation into him and his brother. The Romanian authorities have 2 weeks to file any charges while the Tate brothers are waiting in jail. So basically, they're seizing all of his stuff, going through all of his properties, getting all of his cars and stuff.
I have a feeling they're going to eventually let him go. Yeah.
Potentially, because they have not filed any charges yet. But while it's all happening,
that'll be fun when he gets back out and he's just loudmouth being like, the Matrix tried to take me down. I can't wait for that internet content.
that'll happen for sure.
New shit song.
If he gets let go. But in the meantime, social media master Al made this excellent meme of Andrew Tate, because I don't know if you guys know, he looks exactly like the Stonks guy.
He does.
The Stonks meme. And so what Al did is he replaced the word stonks with misogyny.
It's going
on that
up.
meme. And it put Andrew Tate's head on the stonks guy. Yeah.
Trending up with Tate, yeah.
He is
It really is.
He's a pathetic looking dude, really. I mean, in that picture at least, like he
Yeah, he's
just
strange.
he looks
He's got like kind of like he looks like a
Balding.
walleye fish a little
Pretty
bit.
sure some woman told him that once, and that's why we're here, Wes.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, you might be onto something, Mark. And finally, in Europe, the World Economic Forum in Davos got kicked off in the snow this week with thousands of armed guards. So,
What?
yeah, just like
What is this?
the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
So it looks like Goldeneye, a scene from Goldeneye.
Yeah, well, this
James
is an
Bond.
old picture, but they still have thousands of armed guards this year, and it is snowing again. So, yeah, I mean, this scene is
It's
what
like
you're
they're
seeing.
the bad guys from James Bond film.
Well, yeah, but I mean, most people are kind of like on that tip at this point. But there are many high-profile members of the World Economic Forum, like George Soros, Joe Biden, and English conservatives, including the current PM, who opted not to attend the WEF's first full session since COVID and the war in Ukraine for some reason. Not sure why those folks are avoiding this meeting. And speaking of President Biden, let's take it back to the USA for the rest of this coffee.
Back in the USA, baby.
Back to the USA. But sadly, guys, we're coming home to an egg shortage. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah, eggs are so expensive right now because the bird flu. All the birds died. The chickens.
Not only that, Mark. It's worse than that.
God, dude, the eggs are so expensive right now.
It was only 5%. It was only 5% of the nesting hens that.
Did you
that were
notice how
killed
much
due
you
to
paid for them,
bird flu?
Wes?
Well, I got them at Costco, so.
Oh yeah, that's the only way you can get eggs right now. They're like $18 for a 24 pack or something ridiculous. It's like $1 an egg.
Can't even get them where I'm at. They're out, fresh out. Not even going to talk about the Bama basketball murder because this is bad enough. The egg shortage. It's horrible. Just like New Zealand and some other places around the world right now, the USA is dealing with this massive egg shortage we're talking about. I went to Costco twice in the last week. Absolutely no eggs. No eggs at all. So
Now that you mentioned it,
you guys
people were
are
kind of clamoring for them, but I didn't really think anything of it.
Yeah. Mark, and can you get eggs? Can you guys get eggs?
Oh, we can get eggs. They're just very, very expensive. So
Right.
I have like 6 left, and I'm just like, what do I made like an egg sandwich on a bagel, and it's like delicious. But I'm not getting any new eggs. I'm not gonna buy new eggs.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. You have to buy like frozen. You have to go to the frozen section and get the stuff that's
Unless
pre-made.
the golden elbow tier starts piling in with people, I'm not buying eggs anytime soon.
Yeah, being an egg dealer right now though would be a great job because people will pay you whatever. And like I don't know if you guys are in an egg house, but if you are in a house where people eat eggs daily, this is a big deal.
What does this mean for breakfast restaurants?
Oh, let's get to it. So
Like
guys,
IHOP and shit?
what's going on with the egg shortage? Turns out it's a lot to do with the bird flu, but also a lot to do with crippling inflation that's just killing the egg industry. For example, in my area of the country, in like close to Northern California, the border, I live in Reno. This is what the guys are saying from the poultry world. The Northern California producers that actually send their eggs to Northern San Francisco in the area, they found that some of those supermarkets refused to sell eggs for the price that they needed to. So they don't even want the eggs in the supermarket, which I find a little odd. But I guess they'd rather not sell eggs than have to shock the customer, said Bill Matos, the president of California Poultry.
Shocked.
Yeah. And then he continued, the prices that the grocery industry is paying to get the eggs onto the shelves and then sell to the consumers is actually going up faster than what consumers are paying in the store when you go to pick up your carton of eggs. So basically, inflation is so bad that grocery stores have just given up on eggs for now since, as you mentioned, Mark, 5% of egg-laying hens were killed by the bird flu this winter. So the supply is down a little bit.
Yeah.
And the holidays, the rush for baked goods is always big in December. Plus, you add on California's new cage-free laws, and there's a lot of impediments to getting eggs. We'll see how pricey the eggs are when they finally get back in stock. So far,
You got to cage these fucking things if that's what it takes.
Yeah, I don't mind a mill egg.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
Old school.
They all taste the same.
Pack them in.
But I mean,
You're gonna cut their heads off eventually, right? Anyways.
Right.
Yeah. But there's new laws, guys, and there's new inflation that's causing these problems. So far, the inflated price
There goes eggs.
is 300% to 500% from last year during this squeeze in particular in California and the Midwest, and it's a 60% inflation rate nationwide as of December. So before the shortage and squeeze really even started.
I'm gonna start losing my shit if like cheese starts going way up because like that's okay. Eggs is pissing me off for sure because I love eggs, but
If milk goes up, I'm going to lose my mind.
right? So we're gonna have some issues soon here.
Well, guys, you're onto something because
we're gonna have some
obviously
serious issues soon.
Yeah.
eggs are included in lots of other items. So the price of mayo, baked goods, and other egg-based products may spike soon as well, thanks to this fucking egg issue.
I don't ever
Big
want to
time
like
mayonnaise guy.
curse if I drop an egg, because it's so valuable. I'm not buying eggs. If I drop one, I'm going to be pissed about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They break more than anything.
Right.
The odds
They're
of
fucking
your egg
eggs.
case breaking in the car is so
Yeah.
high.
People
No way
check
I'm
them
buying
in the
eggs.
store because
Yeah.
everyone opens them in the store to make
Yeah,
sure
of
they're not
course.
already broken in the store.
That's
So
why I love
in the
Costco. They have the
Midwest-
plastic ones.
In the Midwest, prices went from $1 for a dozen eggs in 2021 to over $5 right now. So
Yeah, in Austin they're way more than that.
right, but as I'm saying, that's
Yeah.
a cheap beginning point. and then that's how bad the inflation is in a place where it started super cheap. So,
Done with eggs for a while,
Yeah, eggs.
I see in
eggs.
2027 eggs or whatever.
It's tough. It's a serious egg shortage. Oh, nice. Rad Dad. Rad Dad bought a super sticker. If you're watching,
Rad Dad almost bought us an Arizona iced tea.
He also
25 more cents.
He also sent a hilarious meme that we might post, and maybe this is the credit he's getting now of the big dick black guy that sits on the bed, and then hanging over the bed instead of his penis is the Tennessee cop is
Megan.
Megan. Yeah. But it's got Powell's face too. It's got Officer Powell.
That was an excellent addition.
Yeah.
I saw people comparing. It was a question like which one, and it was the dude who just embezzled all that crypto money, his girlfriend, or the cop.
Oh yeah.
Like which one would you fuck? I think it's clear. I would rather do the cop, right? I mean, it's just not even a question.
I guess it depends on if you like glasses or not, because they're basically the same girl. It's just one has glasses.
Yeah, the other one is way. I think there's a good 2-point difference there.
Tattoos and
I
glasses.
would rather do Megan as well, Wes, but I don't know. I could if I have enough weed and she starts rapping Razzlecon.
No, not Razzle Khan. The other one,
Oh.
the one that's
SBF's girlfriend.
SBF.
She's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Razzle Khan.
She is
Yeah,
like
but-
Razzle. they all look similar.
Right.
Crypto
normally.
chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Wes. I saw a lot of those memes too. I liked the one that just said, "This is peak Sex Kitten in 2023," and this is a picture of those two girls.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, true. You wouldn't expect.
You really wouldn't.
It's their time to shine.
Yeah,
I'd expect
on
Megan.
to hope. Yeah, with the tattoos. Yeah, you're right. On to hopefully better news in
The cream of the crop!
And the cream of the crop today is going to be a little different. It's the tale of two speeches. It's a little bit like which one's worse, except for in this case, there's an example of a horrible speech and then an example of a great speech. So I'm not asking you which ones. You don't have to judge it
You're
because
telling us.
it would be 100% which speech was better. Now, which speech is funnier? That's also 100%, but it's the bad speech is funnier. Okay, horrible one up first. And this one is a Biden time, fellas. Not only is President Biden dealing with his Hansel and Gretel trail of classified documents that lead to his Delaware garage that we've been, discussing over the last few shows.
He's got
Now-
like one on his foot right now, like toilet paper when you're dragging it from the.
Exactly. He's got it stuck to his heel.
Yeah.
In real time.
Joe. Yeah.
So now, on top of that, the White House and Secret Service has confirmed that they keep no visitor logs at the house where the president has spent 163 days of his presidency so far, with classified documents sticking to his shoes.
No visitor logs, huh?
Yeah, it's tough. Well, I mean, they don't typically, but when you have all the classified doc discoveries, it becomes a bit of a problem. And on top of that, his son Hunter, who loves that Delaware house, by the way, is fighting legally to not let his daughter Navy in Arkansas get the Biden last name because she will never have a quote unquote peaceful existence, whatever that means.
No, he just doesn't want to see her.
It's a little ominous, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the
piece of
legal
shit.
filing. So in the face of all that, President Biden spoke at the National Action Network's MLK Day breakfast in Washington, D.C. on Monday morning to set things right. Get off on the right track of this holiday week. He warmed up.
Expensive dinner or breakfast reservations if they were serving eggs.
Right. Good point, Mark.
Expensive tables. Yeah.
We know where all the eggs went.
Yeah.
You know why they're so pricey. But yeah, so you started off, warming up with some comments about how you need F-15s to take on the government, standard Biden time stuff. But then things took a bit of a turn when he opted to sing an impromptu happy birthday song to one of the folks in attendance in the audience. In fact, it was MLK III's wife. And so let's take a listen to how that went. Yeah, one of the more important people in the room, right, at the MLK
On MLK Day. Okay.
breakfast.
Congratulations today, the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is a birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you. Well, it's hell turning 30, but you got to.
Oh, you got the.
What did
you
he
got the
try to
year
say?
right. Dear I think he thought her name was Valerie. Maybe?
Valerie.
Valerie. But it's not Valerie, right? It's,
No. How does he not go with Mrs. King right there?
Or
I have no idea.
gorgeous, or lovely, or
Anything.
you. Happy birthday, dear. Then he points the mic to them. Like,
Yep. Guys, her name, the wife of MLK III, is Andrea Waters King. And it does not start with a V or sound anything like the noise that President Biden made when he just got to that part of the birthday song. And Wes, you were asking a great question right before we started taping. When did he know that was going to happen?
I was asking that. Like, what time did he know that he was fucking up? Like, was it the line right before? Like, because he had to know at some point. When he's singing the song, he had to realize at some point he's going to have to say the name. And
I think it was a split second before, because he certainly didn't think before he started even the sentence that he's going to sing "Happy Birthday." He put himself in this stupid situation.
He didn't
That's
look
all
nervous
his doing.
to start the song.
It's voluntary.
It was all his doing.
It was at least the second line of 3. It was either the second line or the third line that he finally figured out, like, uh-oh.
Right. I love how Wes points out, like, he's like, oh, I got a great idea for this. I'm just going to roll with it. The happy birthday.
That's what I don't know her
his
name.
ass in the jackpot.
That was all him. And but if you think on your feet, like you could say Mrs. King, gorgeous, beautiful lady, just anything would have been.
There was a lot of ways out of it.
Also, maybe he was just trying to make Will Smith proud and keeping his wife's name out your goddamn mouth or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Could have dropped the mic, anything.
Yeah.
Didn't pretend that you.
Yeah. I was like pretend like he's getting shot. Like that might
make
be
a heart attack.
That might be a little bit uncouth because it's a Martin Luther King thing. But like pretend like heart attack something like like anything.
Anything but
anything.
But just clearly not knowing the name.
Shit your pants.
Right.
Yeah, pissing himself like the other president did would have been a better move. But he didn't think that fast. But let's end this coffee on a good note, guys. As I said, this is the tale of two speeches. That one didn't go well. Hilarious.
Can you play it again?
Yeah, sure. Oh, wait, I just took it down. But yeah, I can. Let me, it's worth it.
It's so worth it. Now that everyone knows it's coming, it's funnier the second time.
It is. I laughed really hard.
Congratulations
Second
today,
time's great.
the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is the birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you.
You didn't know until right before.
Right before.
Tell turning 30, but you got to.
Shit, she has her name.
What was that? It's probably. That's probably her name. I mean,
it's funny.
it's just
funny. He tries. He tries to, but he's just so old.
He tries, but is he there? I think that's a common question these days.
Right.
Also, which one's worse, that or the bike fall? That's a big question.
That by 1,000% in my opinion.
think
You
so?
think that's worse than the bike fall?
Yes, because the bike fall can happen to anyone. He put himself, like Will said, he put his own ass in the jackpot there. He's a moron. Like, as an old man falling off a bike, I understand that. But this is just
when he did the
so
bike
idiotic.
Fall, when he did the bike fall, he pulled up to the reporters to answer questions. So it's like both times he did it like he did it to himself.
That one is different, but I think this is just way dumber for sure.
I don't know. Visually, the bike fall's worse.
Well, yeah, visually.
Slapstick, the bike fall's funny. They're probably the top two.
They
This
both
is just
make a
buffoonery.
They'd make a super cut of bloopers for the 4 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
this and the
Top
America
two.
stands for whatever the word you couldn't hear. Okay, but let's end this
What was
coffee.
Trump's thing? Confifi? It was his confifi.
Well, but he's already had his kafifi, which is I'm saying he said
he has a
America
lot of
stands for.
got it.
You know, he's had. So now he's on his own level.
Look, maybe we should go significantly younger next round, guys. Like,
Worth a shot. You'd think.
don't
right,
vote
Mark?
Trump back in. Don't vote Biden back in. Let's make a pact.
I agree.
People are going to break that pact so fast. And let's end this coffee on a good note, though. As I said at the top, tale of two speeches. One that didn't go great, but it went great for us because we get to laugh at it. But here's one that went great for everyone because it made everybody feel great. An excellent speech given by another American on the same weekend. This one is Brendan Fraser accepting the Best Actor award
The
at
Whale.
the Critics' Choice Award for Darren Aronofsky.
You guys seen this yet?
No, I'm gonna wait till it's like free, but I'm looking
Oh,
forward
it's
to
not
it.
free yet.
No,
I don't think so. You can rent it, but I mean, it's
rent it for
supposedly
like $73. I think.
supposedly amazing. And he walked away with the best actor at the Critics' Choice Awards. Let's see this speech because it was fantastic.
I was in the wilderness, and I probably should have left a trail of breadcrumbs. So, but you found me, and like all the best directors, you merely just showed me where to go to get to where I needed to be. If you, like a guy like Charlie, who I played in this movie,
Can't
in
believe
any
they started
way
music.
struggle with obesity, or you just feel like you're in a dark sea, I want you to know that if you too can have the strength to just get to your feet and go to the light, good things will happen.
Fraser's back, baby.
Thank you. Good night.
The Fonz loved it. Winkler was up.
Loved it.
The Fonz loved it.
Incredible
It's
speech.
moving. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was good.
yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's like
They
rare.
played him off a little early there for a big award.
You know what he sounds like?
He's crying, really pouring his heart out. They started playing him off pretty quick there.
It
He
worked
sounds
out
like
good though.
that guy in Curb Your Enthusiasm, the one dude.
Yeah,
Funk
Super
House.
Dave, Super Dave
Hauser,
Osborne.
yeah.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Get to your feet. Yeah.
Your coach is in the sink.
Get to your feet.
Can I tell a joke? By the way, your cunt is in the sink.
Go to the light.
Look up that joke. Super Dave Osborne's joke on Curb Your Enthusiasm to Jerry
I
Seinfeld.
fucking love that.
Oh, legends. Just like Brendan Fraser. Give him the Oscar. My goodness, I'd like to see that speech again. And that's today's coffee, which was brought to you by DraftKings. The NFL playoff action continues. We're one step closer to Super Bowl 57. And for the NFL divisional round, check out DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. Pretty great deal. Plus, all new and existing customers can take a shot at even bigger payout with the DraftKings stepped up same game parlays. So boost your NFL winnings with each leg you add up to 100%. So you can just they've improved their parlay system, even more winnings. I'm liking the Chiefs and Eagles to come out of their bye weeks pretty hot. Considering
absolutely.
they
Great
get the
picks.
Jags and the Giants, and I'm liking Wes's Niners to take out either the Cowboys or the Bucks. Right, and if we're blessed with good weather, I like the over in the Bills Bengals. Looking pretty choice.
Also, maybe just go with the Wheel, who was on fucking fire last week and will probably continue that
Right.
streak. So
Right, or just join us with the wheel. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HARDFACTOR. New customers can bet $5 on the NFL divisional round and get $200 in free bets instantly only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code HARDFACTOR. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
all right, guys, and when you're watching some football, you're going to want some food. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. Anyone out there looking to kickstart a keto diet in the new year to melt off some holiday pounds like I've been doing, Green Chef is making it easier than ever before to keep keto going with their brand new limited time Keto Kickoff 2023. So now you can find keto recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus meal bundles at the Green Market. Keep keto easy and delicious, right? That's all with Green Chef. That's how you do it. The entire Green Chef menu has been expanded, so right now there's more options than ever. You can choose from 30 recipes weekly. It's also the most customizable it's ever been. You can if you really like one particular type of food, you could double the order with the click of a button. You're like, I want more of that. You can do vegan one day, keto the next. It's super easy to use. The website is super customizable. Great service. And look,
And they give you everything you need to cook.
Yeah.
So if you don't even know how to cook, they got it. They got you covered. They just show you how.
quick too. So now they have the 10-minute lunches, which is new as well. So you can save you time while you're eating healthy. So Green Chef is the only also meal kit that is both carbon and plastic offset. You'll be reducing food waste by like 40%, 38% versus grocery shopping. So if you want to eat healthy in 2023 like I am continuing my delicious keto diet this week with the Italian beef stuffed peppers and pork chops with truffle sauce for dinner. How about that? All you need to do is go to greenchef.com/hardfactor60 and use code hardfactor60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Again, go to greenchef.com. Right there on the screen. It'll be in the show notes as well. greenchef.com/hardfactor60. Use code hardfactor60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. Okay. Now, I got to switch gears a little bit. It brings me no pleasure to give you this sad story out of Utah today, fellas. You know what? You know, they say like one of the hardest things or the hardest thing you'll ever do in life is, if you're unlucky enough to have to do it, is to bury a child.
Yeah.
They say like no parent should have to bury a child is the expression, I believe.
That's got to be like the worst, got to be a top fear of every parent.
It is. I think it definitely is. Well, sadly, Robin Height, H-A-I-G-H-T, I'm not great with pronunciation, but I'm going to say Robin Height, mother to Michael Height, is having to go through that terrible task right now as we speak. Luckily, she has the support of both of her parents, Michael's grandparents, and her other children, who were able to help make a nice website for Michael's like obituary and information about his funeral services and stuff. It's really tastefully done. Up on the top left, you can see it's Southern Utah Mortuary. I went through they do a really beautiful and thoughtful like funeral service website right there. And I'd like to read you Michael's obituary if I could now. So this is from his family. Michael Orwin Height was born on January 7th, 1980 in Seattle, Washington to Robin and Brenda Height. I think Robin's still alive, so I guess maybe his dad's still alive, sorry. After his dad finished dental school in 1981, the family moved to Cedar City, Utah. In his youth, Michael loved spending time participating in City League baseball, basketball, soccer, various outdoor and scouting activities. He achieved the rank of Eagle Scout.
Wow.
He's an Eagle Scout. That's very rare. Michael excelled at everything he did, graduating from Cedar High School in 1998, where he was the Sterling scholar in business. He was very involved in various sports and activities. Michael spent the summer after graduation working in Alaska in a fish processing plant. His leadership skills, values of honest hard work, and determination quickly led him to be a line manager and over a crew of 10 to 12 men right out of school there. Michael was called and served a full-time mission to Porto Alegre, South Brazil, for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So he's a Mormon. He loved the people he met on his mission and had many fond memories of his time spent there. After his mission, Michael began classes at Southern Utah University studying business. He graduated with his bachelor's degree from SUU in 2004 when he was named the outstanding finance student for the School of Business. And during his time there, he met Tasha Earle in their student ward. They were married in the St. George Temple back in May 10, 2003, and together they welcomed 5 children into their family. Macy, Lynn, Briley-Ann, Amon, Michael, Sienna Bell, and Gavin Dew. Each of these children were truly a cherished miracle to them. Michael made it a point to spend quality time with each and every one of his children. Michael enjoyed making memories with the family. He spent many evenings and Saturdays coaching the children's City League sporting teams, attending the children's concerts at school, going on side-by-side rides, doing home improvement projects, sledding, and much more. Michael lived a life of service, whether it was serving in the church or community. He was willing to help with whatever was needed. He owned and operated a successful insurance agency, receiving many awards and honors for his achievements. Many of his clients loved and appreciated the care and attention he gave to them. He recently sold his business to allow more flexibility to spend time with his family. Right. Michael survived by his mother, Brenda. Okay, so Brenda Height. Siblings, Brian, Tamara, Twitchell, Jennifer, Kersik, and grandparents Orwin and Velda Gubler. He is also survived by many aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and cousins. Funeral services will be held privately. Family and friends will be notified of the details. The family would like to express a special thanks to the community who's reached out with their love and support, who've helped in all the way. You're very much appreciated. So just a sad story from a guy that lived a full life Eagle Scout.
So he passed on, but his kids as well.
What do you mean?
Well, because you're saying that you were scared. The biggest fear of a parent.
No, Brenda is the one who buried her son.
Brenda had to bury Michael. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Brenda Height.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, Brenda, the mom, has to bury Michael Height. You can see Michael was
mom. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he was loved by his family. The obituary did.
Now, I got you.
The obituary did leave one thing out that I feel is kind of important. I'm going to tell you guys, and then you can let me know if you agree, because it was a pretty thorough obituary from start to finish. But It did leave out the fact that Michael Haidt killed himself with a gun after shooting and killing his entire family, 40-year-old Tasha Haidt, their 3 daughters, aged 17, 12, and 7, their 2 sons, aged 7 and 4, and his mother-in-law, killing all 7 in front of each other in their house. That was 78-year-old Gail Earl. So they left that part out of the obituary.
Yeah, no, that's what I was getting at the end. I saw that he wasn't survived by his immediate family.
No,
so
because he killed all of them.
Yeah, okay, that clears it up. Wow, what a glowing obituary.
That was like a 10-paragraph obituary for that guy.
And they left that part out.
They left that out.
For the guy who murdered his whole family.
Wow. Brenda's insane.
Yeah. I mentioned he was a former Eagle Scout that cherished his family, or I'm sorry, it mentioned he was a former Eagle Scout that cherished his family and loved spending time with his kids, but not that he murdered them in front of each other.
Yeah, he didn't love the time together enough to not end up murdering everybody.
He wanted eternal time.
I guess. I think she was divorcing him. He didn't like that. And also, oddly, there were several personal obituary comments from like family and friends on the website, and they all left out the murdering of the family too. Like this one, they're saying things like, Michael and his family were greatly missed. He was a great smiler and stuff, and he went out of his way to serve other people. He loved his family and was proud of them. Next sentence doesn't say he killed them or anything like that. They said he's funny.
He's funny.
He has Christ-like love, and that they hope that peace and comfort follows everyone.
Whoa.
Didn't mention the killing of the family at all.
What's up with all these people posting all this stuff?
I don't know.
Like, wouldn't you steer clear?
They're out of their minds.
Yeah, they are.
They should round up all these people.
Yeah.
You
Here's
gotta be
one
put on a list, right? You're like
Yeah.
you're like praising this dude.
I wanna know
that
what they
just
look
did
like.
The most heinous crime possible.
Oh, I have a picture, sadly, of like just the.
No, just the people that are posting to the obituary. I want to
That's
know
what
what
I'm
they
saying.
look like.
Those
Here's a third cousin. Here's a third cousin who said, he will be missed. We pray for comfort and peace through this difficult time. We're glad we had our third cousin as our insurance agent that helped us out. Wish we would have had a big family get-together barbecue like we talked about, but never were able to do. And I guess that barbecue's out. I guess that barbecue's never going to happen since he killed himself and murdered his entire family. Weird thing to post in the personal obituary. Wish we had a family barbecue with them and the kids. And the kids.
This family is fucked up.
They're
man.
insane.
All of
They're
them are
fucking
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, no wonder Michael killed his whole family. He's from a cuckoo family.
Yeah.
it doesn't take much.
This is not a glowing endorsement for Mormons, I will say.
Yeah.
It's not great. Maybe they could have.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's not like. Look, it's this community, this family, this community. Like I don't know if you could paint like the brush of just because like where he's from, but this family is
insane,
out of control, nuts. I mean,
insane. Look, maybe they could have the barbecue if they hold it in the Dominican Republic where they dig up grandma for the party last month, right? Like they were doing with corpses. But
well, what a barbecue that would be.
Yeah,
all 7 of them.
Also, I won't read any more of the comments, but almost every single one mentioned how good of an insurance agent he was and didn't mention him being a psychotic mass murderer. None of them did. Apparently, he was murdering rates long before he wiped out his family. Guy was.
Is this a thing that you're just supposed to not mention
great
this?
Insurance agent.
Murdering rates. Is this a thing with Mormons, or you're not supposed to mention?
I don't know.
The sick shit people do when they do this.
No,
what is it?
Not all. Of them. It can't be with all Mormons.
Just don't post the thing. You can't post like a glowing review of a dude that just murdered 7 people, including
he had graphics on his photo. Like it was like a heaven graphic over his photo.
Oh no, check this out. So also oddly, check this out. The Heights
like in the clouds.
Yeah, the Heights who were super into the Latter-day Saint Church of Mormonism, whatever, put up a GoFundMe for the funeral expenses, and it was of this picture right here, which is Michael and his entire family he killed. Yeah, but they replaced Michael with a picture of Jesus Christ.
No way. No, what?
In the GoFundMe.
Yeah, this whole family.
The family photoshopped Jesus Christ in for Michael.
What?
Yeah, that's the GoFundMe picture.
Oh my!
And the other people in the picture were murdered by him.
Whoa!
So give them money for the funeral.
This is wild.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I get money for the kids and like the wife and the mother-in-law, but not for Michael.
It's his family that's putting up the thing.
What's the GoFundMe at? Like, does it have any money?
I bet it does.
It should take it down.
Oh my goodness! How does GoFundMe letting that up?
I don't know if they know what's going on. Wow. Maybe it's
going to be
maybe
buried
the
together.
Maybe the kids' funerals are part of it, and that's That's a good thing. But yeah, and look, I agree with Lombard Trucking. It's not a good look for Eagle Scouts.
No, it's not.
Usually, you're like, this guy's a fucking Eagle Scout, and it means like he's a goody two shoes.
In Eagle Scouts' defense, the Scout motto before they were disbanded was "Be prepared," and this guy was not prepared for any troubles in his relationship. No. Obviously, so he didn't. He's really actually sullying. I'd say they'd revoke that badge, if they were still around, the BSA.
He wasn't prepared for his mother-in-law, for the divorce.
Yeah, he wasn't prepared for anything, Wes. Didn't really prepare him for much. So they
just for the murders.
Yeah, only for that, right?
So that's the story.
Wow. So
they're fucking nuts.
Very important story.
What's their last name?
Nuts.
The Wrights, the Whites,
the Heights. H-A-I-G-H-T. I probably mispronounced it the whole time, but
I think it is.
Fuck them anyways.
No, but I just want
It's height with an A. Yeah,
H-A-I-G-H-T. Yeah, steer clear of them if you're in Utah.
Yeah,
or traveling through. Yeah,
they got something in their brains, that's for sure. All right, well, let's move on. Guys, are you guys collectors of anything?
R.I.P. to the family.
Yeah,
R.I.P. to the family. Yeah, absolutely.
Not Michael, but everyone else in the family.
Yeah, he murdered them all. Are you guys collectors of anything currently? Anything you want to come clean about on the show, like a stamp collection, comic book collection? I know, Mark, you're a collector of cats and dogs now, but
yeah,
right. 6 pets, nice.
4-legged animals.
You keeping a secret? Anyone keeping a secret out there about
hobby they do? I'm an anti-collector because I came from a huge collector family. So my parents both had tons of huge collections, waterfowl memorabilia, stamps, coins, whatever you can name. And because of that, though, I was always moving collection boxes around, from room to room or whatever. And so I've always been like, no, I'm not collecting because I don't want the hassle of dealing with a collection.
You've seen it, yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Wes?
I mean, no, I've still got all my old baseball cards and shit like that in my parents' basement, but no, I don't collect anything.
You don't have a new collection.
I collect old lottery tickets in my car.
Lottery tickets.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's all I collect.
But now the apps, you're not even doing that anymore.
Exactly, I know. Yeah. Every now and again. Well, let's say you did have a collection at this age. Probably pretty important to you. If you're an older gentleman or lady and you have a collection,
it's like your whole thing.
Exactly, it's your whole life, right? It's anything you actively seek out to collect. It's your pride and joy. And if you had to, for some reason, take that prized collection out of your house for any reason, it wouldn't leave your sight, would it? Especially, if it was valuable, small, let's say like rare coins.
You'd freak out on someone if they even touched it.
No, right. And trust me, growing up in a collection house, I can tell you, there is nothing more important than protecting the integrity of the collection.
Yeah,
right.
When you are a collector, you are hyper focused on maintaining mint condition. I can tell you that.
Like when your parents would go out of town, Will, and you would have parties, they were probably more worried about their collections than anything else.
Dude, we would lock the not only
upstairs. Yeah,
we would lock the upstairs so nobody could even fuck with their shit. Like we could, when they were out of town, no chance. Like it was just like I'm locking that room. Nobody's getting at this collection.
The only reason the parties continued is because no one messed with the collections.
Right. If they had, it would have been over.
I mean, yeah. Charges are filed. The investigation goes down. So, I mean, if let's say you had a rare coin collection that was worth, say, over $100,000, not only would nobody know about it, I sure as shit wouldn't let it out of my sight. I mean, and if I lost my $100,000 coin collection at this age, there's no coming back. Life is over, relationships are over, unless you can find a woman who's just going to let you sulk for 30 years about how you lost, your $100,000 coin collection. Everything's done.
You can't get over it.
Everything's over. Yeah.
Change your name, George Santos style.
What's tough with collections too is that you always collect, assuming that the value of things will maintain the current pace. That's not always true. Some things actually devalue, even if it is an item of antiquity. So
that's tough too. Collecting something that just devalues,
right? Like you to lose all interest or whatever. It's like when you sell a collection, it's all about how hot that particular item is at the time. So it's like everything's like a trend, My
wife used to have almost all the Beanie Babies, and she got rid of them like 12 years ago before they got hot again.
Yeah. Exactly. So she sold them at the right time. It could be a big windfall, but instead, yeah. So that's how collections go. It's really fun. It's a frustrating game, and I watched it forever. I couldn't.
Nintendo. I had a bunch of old Nintendo games that are worth hundreds of dollars that I sold on eBay in Pat's basement in high school.
Next time baseball cards come back, I'm selling all my shit. I don't care. They've been collecting dust long enough. But when I read this story about a 67-year-old man from Palo Alto, I felt sorry for him, but I also just laughed maniacally because this guy, he's from Palo Alto. He brought his entire coin collection to a convention center in New York City for like this coin collectors convention on January 12th. And guess what happened?
He got robbed.
Yeah. He got robbed. Yeah. The entire collection gone.
Robbed, of course. He got robbed.
But what happened is this idiot, he set up his booth. He set up his booth at this place, it was the International Numismatic Convention, and it was at the New York Barclay Hotel in Midtown Manhattan. And he set up his booth January 12th, and he took these steps to keep it safe, huge steps. He put a chair on top of the table before he left at around 7 p.m., according to the NYPD, and then came back around noon the next day, and the chairs had been moved, and everything was gone.
No way, because his valuable coins were taken straight off the table.
Everything was gone.
Put a chair over top of it.
He put a chair over top of it.
Like he was like going to smoke a cigarette at a bar.
Time to explore the city. That chair should do it. And he
like
just left.
Leaving your beer can in your seat.
Yeah. That should take care of it for 12 hours in New York City. A chair. Literally, that's all he did.
This is the universal you can't steal rule.
Exactly.
Everybody knows. The chair.
Chairs down.
They respect the chair in New York, right?
Right.
That's right. So surveillance video obtained by investigators show a man just walking up, being like, wow, that's a lot of coins. I think I'm going to take them. Put them in his roller bag and just walked out the front door of the hotel. Because there was nothing guarding.
Richer,
Nothing guarding these coins.
Because some guy was like, oh, shit, free coins.
Yeah. I mean, he probably has been scoping out this fucking rare coin collection. He's probably a professional thief and knows that, like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
This is a place to hit.
Half of the people at the rare coin collection don't give a shit about, like, they don't collect their own coins. They just steal people's coin collections.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's like kids around. Everyone's
the easiest
just, like,
mark of all time.
Look, it's just like, here's some gold, you know?
Any of these guys look like they can fight?
No, of course not, Mark. They're collecting coins.
Yeah. No.
You roll
He's
into the
67.
coin convention with a little muscle, and you're coming out with a lot of coins.
Yeah. So, anyway, he's from Arizona. He was one of the leading buyer and seller of ancient Mexican and Latin American coins and currency, but now his collection's gone because he trusted it. He trusted a chair. Yeah.
They looking up to him?
Yeah, they looked up to him.
He was set to do like a big interview to talk about his coin collection the next day.
Gone.
I'm going to have to pass.
Gone. I mean, this would, if I lost my baseball cards when I was like, 9, it would put me in the rubber room for months. But
everyone introduces the guy as the coin collector, and they're like, "Oh, what do we call you now?" Like, "Oh no,
right. You have no coins."
Yeah,
exactly.
Live
right.
comment.
Left them.
Live comment from It's Me, Al Green. He says, "This is the same guy who puts his wallet in his sneakers at the beach, thinking it's safe." Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I've done that from time to time.
Of course, everybody does that move, and then you just are watching your shoes for 3 hours because you know somebody's just gonna come by and fucking take your shit.
Also, I think this is a acceptable collection for an adult. By also, It's Me, Al Green. He says he collects like beer glasses and mugs. That's
oh yeah, sure. Like shot glasses or like as older. Yeah, I get it.
What about used marijuana pipes? Does that count from?
Fuck yeah, that counts.
Okay.
What was that last comment?
I don't know.
Put
Put
it
it
back
down
up.
too quickly.
Just marijuana pipes that are too filled with resin.
Oh,
So they
yeah, there you go.
toss in a
Yeah,
shoebox.
of course.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Resin filled, actually, probably more valuable.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
no kidding. Resin.
Let's move on though, guys. Thoughts and prayers to that guy. Guys, Muslims have Mecca. Catholics have Vatican City. Bikers have Sturgis. Jews have Katz's Deli. And the most desperate and lonely men on earth have the Penis Rock. The saddest pilgrimage site in the world. And someone was asking about this in the comments. There it is. That's what's behind me. It is the world famous Penis Rock.
Look at
and
that
you can
chode.
see why.
It's a chode,
Yeah.
That's a chode.
It's a chode.
If I've ever seen one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a
Hopefully it's a
definite
grower.
dick.
Yeah.
Definite
It's a perfect head. I mean, it's just a perfect head. Centuries of erosion have carved this rock into the perfect male penis along the rocky coast in Indonesia, and the most pathetic men on earth flock here.
Incels are going there to try to pray to the penis god rock.
Yep. Yep, you
This is
nailed
what
it,
they do in
Mark.
Japan too.
Yeah.
They have the penis festival in Japan, but they make the penises.
Yeah,
there,
but there's
right?
like women at that festival, and
Yeah.
you can probably hook up with them. This is just a bunch of dudes going to a rock and begging it to make them get laid. That's not good.
They flock there. I'm just going to play this silent video of some losers on a boat on their way out there. They go.
You have to take a boat.
Yeah, they have to take a boat. There they are. They're like, oh, we're
hope
gonna
this
get we're gonna
works.
get a wife for sure. There it is.
Oh no!
So yeah,
You don't even
they
get that close to it.
no, you can get pretty close to it, but yeah, it's on these like jagged rocks in this. It's called the UNESCO Global Geopark near Sikapu Beach in Indonesia, and what they do is they go and they hope that the penis rocks' magic powers will not only grant them a soulmate, but also give them better performance in bed. So if you're suffering from ED, can't afford Viagra,
It's a bunch of guys that have erectile dysfunction and are single.
it's the last resort. It's the last resort before you kill yourself, basically.
Do any of the guys just jump off the boat and drown themselves?
Yeah. One man from Korea said, "As you can see, I'm out of options. I flew here just for this. I'm giving myself 3 months to
to the
find a wife."
penis rock?
Yeah, if the penis rock doesn't work, nobody will find my body. So yeah,
Have these guys ever thought of just getting some Viagra and going to a brothel?
Right.
yeah. I mean, they
that
really
would
want,
probably-
but
What
they
country is
want
this?
wives. They want wives, and they want
Prostitution's definitely legal in whatever country this is.
Right, I hear
100%.
it's Indonesia. I don't know
Yeah.
if it is technically.
Oh,
but
100% it is.
Indonesia?
I'm pretty sure.
I think. I don't know. Maybe.
Well,
but
it's a hop, skip, and a jump away from places that.
you could probably find one even if it isn't totally legal. But also maybe just do that. Just get some Viagra, go to a brothel, get the spring back in your step, get your make you feel like you got your stroke still. That's
agree.
probably going to be better than migrating to a penis rock.
Yeah,
spending thousands of dollars on a plane
You'll
ticket.
find your wife eventually, but until then, maybe go to the brothel and not the
Right.
penis rock.
Work on your game.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. Not
Right.
oogle over a penis rock.
Right.
Penis rock's not going to help, is it?
Right. It's not going to help you.
No.
And guys, if you can't afford a ticket to Indonesia,
Sit ups,
enchant-
push ups. You know what? You should just go with that football coach in Texas.
There you go.
He'll get
Work
you
out, go to brothels.
anything, hymns, anything. And chances are, if you can't afford a ticket to Indonesia, and if you're frolicking to penis rocks, probably can't. You can, if you live on the other side of the world, you can go to Denmark for the Bush League penis rock. That will probably only get you like half hard and maybe a transgender woman, because it was destroyed in 2017 and actually rebuilt at the cost of $10,000 to keep attracting pathetic men to
That's supposed to be a
not-
penis?
the little
nearly as
town roll picking. Yeah, that's supposed to be a penis, but it's just a rock that's jetting out. So it was vandalized, and then locals were like, that's all we got. All we have is this penis rock that brings in all these pathetic men that drown their sorrows at the bars. It's beautiful.
Who vandalizes the penis rock? That's kicking people when they're down. That's punching so far down to vandalize the penis rock. These guys are on their last fucking leg.
I know.
Do you really have to vandalize their penis rock? They're gonna shoot up some building now. Don't do that. Don't vandalize the penis rock.
That's all they got.
Yeah.
That's all they got in this world is the penis rock.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fool's errand, especially if you go to the Bush League penis rock. But I don't know. There it is. It does look like a chode, like a perfect little head there.
I wish it was longer because then it would just be cooler. But
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was definitely more phallic, but it's definitely more realistic. Like
It
this
is-
probably
it is-
looks like all their penises.
it's
So-
a great looking dick, honestly. Just the head.
Yeah.
It looks like just the circumcision part. That's been like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, are they mostly anteaters in Indonesia? Because
No, this is a circumcised penis.
That's circumcised.
that's a
bro.
circumcised penis.
Yeah, that's
100%.
circumcised.
Yeah, 100%.
So
Look how far back that skin is.
I guess what I'm saying is like, are uncircumcised guys going to this rock because
Oh yeah, they are.
might not speak to them?
The only
doesn't matter,
requirement
well.
is severe depression. Well,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Someone
if
to
you're
go with in severe
circumcised or not.
depression. Yeah.
Severe depression is the prereq.
right. Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay, I
that's-
guess I'm gonna buy a ticket to get on a boat to go to the penis rock. I guess
This
we're
really
at that
makes
level. Yeah.
Every other pilgrimage looks so much better.
Right.
Yeah. Even like the Crusades seem more
You got to keep it a secret.
Reasonable than this.
If you're pulling off this trick, you got to keep it a secret.
Right, you can't be posted on social media.
No, you
like
gotta
these-
keep
like
this
those
in-
idiots.
This is a take it to the grave type thing. Nope, never been to the penis rock. Don't even know what it is.
Didn't work, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, how's
that's-
it going to? Is there anything you can do besides just getting back in the game that could actually make you more confident?
Look,
to
I
get
mean,
chicks?
it might be
I
like
think-
a placebo effect. If you go to the penis rock, then you
Right.
think the powers are working, then you get a little more confident. Maybe that's how it works, but I mean, obviously, it's just insanity.
You just got to get, put some work in.
Is there a company that's selling this package?
Oh, absolutely. Tourists, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's going to do it. Let's pull the wheel up. Will, I think you're going
right.
to like this song. It's called Spaceship. Let me make sure it's the right one.
Okay.
Yeah, there
That's
we go.
the one.
Spaceship.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me. Better wake
It's
up.
about time.
Put your fly gear on. Do your makeup. Drop it real low.
I've had quite a run of not getting coffees.
He blasted himself off to coffee.
Yeah, I haven't had
Spaceship.
coffee in weeks.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, it's been me and Will, so that makes sense.
That does make sense. Yeah. it has.
Will and I for the past 3 weeks straight. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
but
the
yeah,
wheel, though.
Yeah.
it is.
Hot
It'll-
football.
Plus,
so.
I lost that World Cup bet.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
what kicked it off.
I did give you two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gave you a couple
absolutely.
extra.
Glad you didn't bet me on the other one too, huh?
Well, I didn't really think. I mean, the Niners were plus. It was a plus 400 bet for the
Right, but the Chargers too.
Seahawks.
I knew the Jags were hot.
Chargers. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That one I would have bet on.
That was a collapse, though. The Chargers.
That
really
was a
came out.
collapse.
That was a
Yeah.
collapse.
27-0. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
collapse.
I wonder what the payout was at 27 if you bet on the
It was
27.
probably
would've been
not
so
allowed.
good.
It's probably not allowed.
No, because
we have-
someone I saw someone bet on the it was at minus 12,500 for the Chargers to win. Someone put $1 million on it to win like a 10 like $1.4 million to win 10 grand.
And they lost?
And they lost. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no.
So it
Yeah,
must have been at least like plus 10,000.
I saw. I don't know if it was doctored, but you know how ESPN does the percentage of win.
Yeah.
They had the Chargers at 99.9% in the first half. They're like,
That's terrible.
yeah, that's tough. So it's like 1,000 to 1.
That's
So
a
like,
tough look for ESPN too.
Probably
But yeah,
$10 got you 10,000.
just a collapse. That was an epic game. We also have so many listeners in Florida. A lot of them were at that game, so we got some picks. We'll probably put them up in the High Five. So yeah. A little Hive magic maybe.
Anyway, thanks for joining our
shout out
live
to
stream. You can join us every day for the live stream at 7:15 Eastern. So
Yeah,
please
Sunday
do.
through Thursday. 'cause
Yeah,
we're
Sunday
recording
through
the
Thursday.
Monday through
Absolutely.
Spread the
Well,
word. No football next couple days too. So get on in here.
Get on there. But yeah, that's it for the show. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you. Have a great fucking day.